Hello! We are later for this segment than any other segment of the night, and that's, that's unique, because this is gonna be, the best segment. So, before we...
Top Minecraft,
No. Before we all get into it, I just want to say, you may be wondering, well, how can you possibly make a segment out of Xenoblade 2? There's no way you can really, like, gamify this in such a way that incentivizes, incentives. Well, as you can see, I'm just on a boat, so that's fun. We are actually just going to be doing Merc Missions, and this is going to be the backdrop for the entire thing, so this is just a podcast segment. But it is a little interactive, because for $5 you can make us abandon the current Merc mission, and for $15 you can choose a Merc leader for the next one. So this is just going to be a fun way for me to get a bunch of, like, high-level blades for my test playthrough for Xenoblade 2. One thing I will say...
Fair enough.
A plan I had. If we reach $600 by the end of this segment, when I eventually Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I will make it a 100% Let's Play. I'm not going to put that on the incentives list, but if we get up to $600, it will be 100%. So that's what's at stake here.
Robin's mom, if you're still in chat, you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing to your daughter.
No, she doesn't have that kind of money. She did a $100 match because her friend did $100, but... My mom's not rich, so...
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we're gonna start New Raya, just because it's my lowest leveled place and it's hard to get ranks up here. So we'll do latest craze. We need 3 male blades and a water blade. So water.
I forgot they gave sword to Jumbo.
Yeah. We need some production mastery, I guess, because I definitely do not have Patissier. Although I forgot what blade that actually is, because I know that's a unique skill. It's up here. No, it's not. Where is it? Oh, production. Okay.
I will say, perhaps you could give us a look at what rare blades are currently in your possession.
I will do that after this, real quick.
Yeah.
What? Who is the Patissier? I clearly don't have them. Is it agate?
What if you selected one at random?
I don't know. I could, but I want
Assassination. I think we need that one.
No. That we already have that. We actually already have that because we have the only blade who has that in the group right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah.
Info collector. There we go. Okay, let's begin. And we'll have them go as Gungnir Wardens.
Yeah, sure. Wolfric, my man.
Yeah, I like this guy. He's silly. So
he's one of my favorite blades.
He's very silly. And I almost said killy, which is not what he is. He's a gentle giant.
I mean, could he? Okay.
I do have 2 Merc groups, so we're gonna send a whole bunch out. This requires the same things as the last one, but we don't have any more of the 2 that I need for that, so that's fine. 6th Royal Legion. Okay, so how are we all doing?
I'm doing okay.
Really?
My wrist hurts.
To say during the intermission, but I am probably gonna leave.
Okay.
Fucked up.
Have a good night, man.
Yep. See you later, or
yeah. I'll probably come back for the demo day.
Okay.
We'll see if Wave Rider is on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
See ya.
See ya. All right. So Xenoblade.
I guess on top. Well, we do still need to show off the rare blade.
Yep. You're right. Okay.
It's
So the blades I have: Pyra, Rock, Godfrey, Wulfric, Percival, Newt, Azami, Perun, Dagus, Gorg, Nim, Electra, Florin, Dahlia, Telos, and Corvin. And then the...
Oh, so this is already a New Game Plus profile?
No, you don't need New Game Plus to get these. I know Telos you have to have beaten the game. No, you have to have beaten the game, but you can start a regular New Game and you'll still be able to get her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how it works. Got it.
Yeah. But I don't know why I don't have Crossette. I thought I was using her on Nia.
Do we have any core crystals?
I don't know, do we? We have
Gambling.
Vess.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we can unlock Vess and what's her... I don't like unlocking them on Rex, though. But it's fine. Overdrive protocols are easy to come by.
Yeah.
This is the most action.
I mean, why not just do a bit of Blade Gotcha right off the bat to see if we can get anyone interesting?
I love gambling. I love gambling. I love gambling.
I love gambling.
We'll do this until my order for food gets here.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah.
Do either... Well, do either of you have donations open still, by the way?
I unfortunately do not. I am currently very tight on cash and wasn't able to make the donation I wanted to last night. So
no, I meant like, do you have the page open to read them?
Oh yeah, I've got it open.
We don't.
Okay.
Wait, we have access to that?
Yeah, it's on the.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world does. It's just on the main Tiltify page.
I can DM you the link if you need it.
I swear I went there. I didn't see the actual donations.
Got Vess. Is Vess even good? I don't remember if she's good or not.
I think Vess is decent. She's very good on Nia, from what I recall.
That sounds about right. She's a bitball.
Yeah.
I got the donation.
Okay, we can get Sheba on Rex. This is definitely not optimal, but that's fine. So now we have the lesbian capitalist.
Sheba's a very interesting
one of those words
because
cool.
I don't think we talk about this a lot, but it's really interesting how we usually think of blades as being able to inherently summon their body, their clothes, and their weapon from ether, but girl has a whole ass bathtub.
Yeah.
And Dagus has a chair.
Yeah.
And I don't think that counts as part of her body. I think that is more of a weapon than anything else.
Yeah, it's part of her blade weapon.
But it's used as such. But it's objectively not. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, it's interesting how certain blades just have this entirely separate thing that they can just have on command.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Wouldn't you summon a bathtub at will if you could?
No. I would not.
You guys are weak.
I mean, if I saw someone acceptably dirty, maybe I would.
I wouldn't.
That's
their
ever just
problem.
want to just sit in a bathtub, you know? Just kind of chilling there.
Not really.
Watch me get Cosmos here, by the way.
That'd be funny.
Cosmo?
No, Cosmos.
Cosmos.
We're getting
rarest
Cosmo, the
blade in
blade?
game.
Yeah, Cosmo. We're getting Cosmo.
Oh.
There's Cosmos. There's Cosmo.
Pickin'. Holy shit.
I'll go through the rest of my rare ones, and then we're going right back to Merc Missions.
Yeah. You know, just to start us off as a discussion topic, if you were a blade, what do you think you would be?
I haven't played this game recently enough to even know what things are there.
Do you know the?
I made a document a while back.
Do you know
I get it.
the toilet hand in The Legend of Zelda?
Yeah?
No.
I'd be that,
Don't
but,
go on.
like the porcelain toilet would be like it's similar to Sheba's bathtub, yeah. But I'm just the hand, and I'm a bit ball, so I dribble the bit ball. Look, my imagination knows no bounds until it does.
I'll change the background just to make this a little easier to see, but I put it in the Xenoblade channel in the Discord.
1 sec. I got Karen.
Oh
yeah.
God.
Hey,
Blade generation format.
I know a good Karen.
Okay.
Yeah, I made this in. If you wanted to like roll like D&D dice to randomly generate a blade.
No, I'm set on my
Let's see.
Majora's Mask toilet hand. I'm set on that. Alright.
You could be so much more than that, you know?
I could, but I don't want to. Sometimes you just want to be the Majora's Mask
Why
toilet
do you
hand.
want to be the Majora's Mask toilet hand?
Because toilet hand is so silly. He just wants a piece of paper, and that's awesome.
Okay.
You know who else
You
is
do
silly?
you.
Wolfric. Wolfric is very silly.
Wolfric is silly, but I don't want to be Wolfric. I want to be the toilet hand.
Don't you want to be a cat girl?
Yes, but that can be within the toilet. You'll never know. Okay, my food is here, so have fun. I'll be
Bye.
right back.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, this should list all of the different types of, like, there's the weapons and what role they're associated with. There's the general type, which represents the general structure of how blades exist. There's the elements for the 8 elements in Xenoblade. Blades all have blade arts, which are like passive buffs they can apply. There's 10 of them. And then, of course, there's the field skills, which I think I didn't. I can just apply a link to that 1 second.
I'm currently creating my random blade.
Neat.
Oh, I've gotten 3 3s in a row. What the hell is this?
Interesting. Oh, jeez. This does not work in dark mode.
How's it going? How's it going? What's up?
That was quick.
I do want to say, Aidan said in the chat, when I brought up toilet hand, he said skibbity toilet hand.
Can we ban him?
No. We cannot.
Can we ban you?
You can try. Good luck raising money for charity without me.
Ah! Drop my phone.
So how do you feel about the
we can
Gungnir Warriors and the 6th Royal Legion?
I don't know.
I mean, thinking of them as leaders, I feel like I don't know who the better leader between Wolfric and Dagas is. Because
Okay.
on one hand, Dagas is like an actual legitimate leader, while Wolfric is kind of just a soft boy.
Yeah, but Dagas
But on the
is
other
in
hand-
his asshole phase right now.
Yeah, he's
Sorry.
he's currently being the worst.
I finished my rolls. I have my random blade.
Can I have
That
mod
is
for
me.
Oh,
saying
sweet.
skibbity toilet hand? Yes, you can.
Do you-
Aidan.
If you wanna go in depth on the field skills, I put the link there to the
I do
actual
not.
page, which lists them all. Oh,
My field skill is
Uh,
assassin,
I-
but you don't want to know how I do it.
Uh-huh. Okay. I am a bitball brute type. My element is ice. I have arts plus and recharge boost. And collection skills and interaction skills. Alright, great. And
so
I'm just a rare, not a legendary.
yeah, the collection skills are agronomy, botany, entomology, forestry, ichthyology, mineralogy, and salvaging mastery.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like
I've not
veggies,
been-
plants, insects, trees, fish, minerals, or diving?
I like fish.
I like not answering
I fish
questions.
I fish him out of the toilet because I'm the toilet man.
Tog, if you don't answer the question, I'm dunking you into Winter's toilet.
Whoa!
I'd like to see you try.
no.
I'll give you a swirly.
Aidan said I
Yeah,
can't find
sure,
my
try
weed
it.
that I
See what
never
happens.
smoke. Aidan, I know where you can find it. You just need to ask. You need to go to your toilet. There'll be a hand in there. He has your weed.
The interaction skills are Ancient Wisdom, Focus, Fortitude, Girls Talk, Keen Eye, Leaping, Lockpicking, Nopon Wisdom, and Super Strength.
My toilet hand has girls talk.
Obviously.
Yeah. It's the the hand is out of the toilet, but it is limp. You know? It's true. I'm the gay toilet hand, you know?
Yeah. I think it's really I think it's really funny, honestly, that Girls Talk is a dedicated interaction skill in this game.
It's used like 10 times.
It feels like
and that is
it feels very straight white of what is otherwise an extremely queer game, I'd say.
It's given
I love
to
Mithra
Mithra.
having like.
She has one level of it. It's given to her in Torna, even though it's not used a single time, just to signify character development, and I think that's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a genius
You have
level
to get like
thing
every
to do.
like all communities, right?
Alternatively, if you fail a check with Girls Talk, it's like, damn it, I can't understand what the women are saying.
Yeah. I don't get it.
With like an asterisk instead of an O.
That's all. Yeah. The women.
I was gonna try and make a joke with a character, but I genuinely don't think there's any Xenoblade 2 character who's bad enough to be an incel.
Well,
hard
Before you
disagree.
say Tora, I will defend him.
Banna and Tora.
Oh yeah, no, Banna, yeah, absolutely Banna.
Also,
Tora, I will defend. I think.
Grampy Susu.
Yeah, oh yeah, Grampy Susu. Like, okay, real talk. I feel that every single problematic Tora is a direct result of him growing up exclusively in the presence of Susu.
I think it's a direct result of the
A
writers
child should not have been
wanting
exposed to
make
that
the
environment.
Nopon be kind of cringe and silly, and it just did not work out well.
Yeah, definitely, but like
the writers chose
Like,
to make Tora
let
that
them
way,
know.
and that's the issue.
well, yeah, like if we're looking at it from the Doylist perspective, yeah, the writers made a choice with Tora. It was a bad one. But Watsonian, I feel like Tora really is kind of a victim of circumstance, where his paternal figures really should have done a better job of teaching, proper conduct with things related to, no better way to put it, fetish content.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the line in Adventure Time from the episode where Marceline and Ice King make a song, where Jake wraps up the Ice King and says, "Your constant harassment of the female gender makes me sick." Yeah, that should be directed at Tora.
Can we just put that line over Zeke, please?
Your constant harassment of the female gender makes me sick, chum.
True.
Yeah, Zeke would at least still be cordial
okay.
about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, no matter what though, can we agree that the best girl skin for Tora is fucking hilarious?
I don't know what it is.
It's okay.
Do you not?
It's Tora with a Pyra shirt that doesn't fit him fully.
That kind of funny.
I think the funniest part about it for me is that it's literally just her default image.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Kamala Harris DLC,
Finally.
says Aidan.
Let's Play for the
What does
Trevor
that
Project
mean?
officially endorses Kamala Harris, by the way.
So true. I mean, is there that many steps between Monica Vandam and Kamala Harris?
I mean, Kamala Harris doesn't have any military experience as far as I know.
Yeah, but less of a traditional military. The city is weird.
I don't want to think about that.
Fair enough.
These burgers are cold. They did not make these burgers fresh. I'm telling you this.
Oh damn! Do you have like a microwave where you are?
Nope.
In the toaster.
I could put it in.
You know what they say?
Old toasters.
Toasters.
Toast.
Hell yeah. I'm with my people finally.
I fucking I wanted to see if last night if there was like a funny bit we could pull from Hotel Mario and just intersect with
so
the
many.
Dawn of the Second Day thing. No, like I specifically went back to see if there was like a funny bit we could use as like the introduction to the Bowser segment. But I watched it all through and I didn't find anything. I didn't find anything specific aside from the whole letter from Bowser one, and I feel like that's one's too obvious. So I didn't bring it up.
One sec. There's like a line that Luigi says that's really fucked up in that game. He says, "Looks are deceiving when Koopas are involved." What the fuck, Luigi?
I saw that.
Luigi, what the fuck?
What does that mean?
Luigi.
The actual context for the all toasters toast line is really stupid too.
It is. He just walks into a room, holds up bread because there's toasters plugged in. You know what they say? All toasters
like trying to fry the power grid by making a bunch of toasters go.
It's like I think it was Roy who had the hotel that was like constantly on the verge of losing power and was like sparking out of control. And the explanation for how he did that is he just plugged in like 24 toasters into the same outlet.
Aidan said my YouTube stopped working and all I keep hearing is these burgers are cold.
Tragic.
That's ideal, I
These
think.
burgers are cold.
These burgers are cold. These burgers are cold.
Repost if your burgers are cold.
Now I have the blade gotcha up. I really want to I want to do one. I'm going to do one quickly.
Gambling.
Alright. I pulled out my silver dice. I have 2 sets of dice that I keep on me. It's the golden dice, which are like the super special ones that I have a lot of personal attachment to, just because I've used them for almost as long as I've been playing D&D. And I have these silver ones, which I don't have quite as much attachment to, but I also like them, and I think I'm using them for a lot of DMing stuff now.
That's awesome.
All right, I rolled a 4, so that's a shield hammer. Oh no!
Oh yeah.
All right.
Bad.
Shield hammer is the worst weapon in the game.
Yeah, even Senna didn't fix it.
Good to know.
All right, I got a 4, so it's
You good?
It's so good
it's an
to get.
animal.
Animal.
So
no, you hold it in your mouth. You hold it in your mouth with the.
No, for context, what we currently have is a tiger with a giant mallet in its mouth.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
All right, what's my element?
Well, the fact that beast is like a separate gender from male and female.
Yeah. I rolled 1, so it's it's fire. So we have a lion with a fire hammer.
The mallet is on fire.
Awesome.
All right.
So if the mallet's on fire, the lion is on fire. You're gonna be on fire pretty soon.
Okay. I got 5 and 10. So critical up and battle affinity boost.
Yo,
So
up.
this tiger is really good at working with others, is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
I'm so happy.
And I get, and for the field skills, it is a mercenary skill and an elemental mastery. So fire mastery. Mercenary skill is the only one that can actually define personalities. Let's see. Expeditionist, industry master, info collector, production mastery, and transport mastery. I feel like industry mastery would be really funny.
It would.
Because we have this feral tiger with a blazing fire mallet in its mouth.
Yeah.
And they have like critical up, they have battle affinity boost, they have fire mastery.
He's just like
their skills are
distinguished businessman.
Yeah, no, it's like their skills are really defined around battle, but they can also do really delicate machine repairs.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. That's a great character, actually.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I like doing the field skills on this, right? Because the field skills are what actually gives an indication of what is the personality of this random blade you're rolling.
That's true.
which is why I think Tog should do it. But
Unless
Tog
it's,
is being a coward.
Unless it's salvaging mastery, they just kind of gave that to fucking whatever.
Okay,
I mean,
fine, I'll go roll.
I feel like I think salvage. Well, you already rolled, so it's a matter of choosing.
Well, no, I can randomly roll these ones too.
Well, I mean, I guess you could, yeah. I feel like salvaging mastery could mean something. I just needed to look over who has it. Oh, it definitely means something for Shulk, because Shulk has it.
Well, yeah. They just wanted him to sound smart.
Well, yeah, but it's also that we literally get introduced to Shulk in the first game with him doing salvaging.
That's
so
true. I'm just
that
thinking,
absolutely
like,
makes sense.
in Xenoblade 2, salvaging applies to like the act of like fishing stuff up from underwater, and Shulk does not know shit about that.
Well, I guess, but
Like,
it's also like
it's a different
more
kind of
in
salvaging.
practice. Like what we see in practice, yes, it is the art of fishing stuff up, but it's specifically going for valuable stuff that's underwater because of the whole twist in Chapter 8 and everything that's beneath the Cloud Sea.
That's true.
So, Mikhail having it also makes a lot of sense because Shulk and Mikhail are both very much gadgetry people.
Something funny about that. Do you want to know why Mikhail has it?
Why?
Because he sinks to the bottom of the Cloud Sea, and you have to fish him up.
Is that the actual answer?
I've never
Like-
been given like an actual reason, but that's funny.
Okay.
That's
I
funny
mean,
to
yeah,
me.
like that is funny. I think like logical answer. Mikhail is basically the Shulk of Xenoblade 2 in terms of technological skill. So
That's true.
Anyways, I rolled my
Hey, look,
perks. I have
Oh.
I have it's the fish one and super strength. So
Oh.
okay,
And
I
you-
guess I'm
Super strength makes
fishing
sense
then.
because you got the brute, right?
I got like yeah.
What was the weapon you got?
It was a bit ball.
You are all nerds.
This
Thank you,
gives me
Aidan.
the really funny idea of this guy fishing by serving volleyballs into the water.
No, that goes hard. The volleyballs
It's like
have
bomb
like an...
fishing in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, no.
Because their element is ice, right? So they just like toss the ball,
Oh,
serve it into the water. It's like an ice spike, and the fish are impaled on it.
Yeah, no. The volleyball has like a chemical agent
I
in
just
it that
in
kills
case
the
fishing
fish. Makes them float to the top.
Aidan, you're watching the
Yeah.
Xenoblade 2 segment. Of course, we're nerds.
That's true. And look at all this
Yeah, I
nerdy
don't know what you're
gameplay
expecting.
happening right now. This is the best segment idea I've ever had. I'm gonna
Where's
be
those
honest.
where's those
great
nerds?
job,
Why don't you
honestly.
come in here and be not a nerd then? Huh? Do you think about that?
Yeah. What about
And
that?
I'm really excited for when I get to start making Xenoblade videos on my channel. I know it's probably going to be like a struggle to get my audience to like enjoy Xenoblade content, but I have a lot to say about it, and I think I can bring as much fun discussion to it as I have of Sonic content.
Hey, it'd be good to have someone in the Xenoblade community who makes videos that aren't like 40 minutes long dissecting a 2-minute trailer.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, I love Luxon.
Yeah,
That man does not know how to shorten a video.
he does not.
I think I have obviously the big video that I want to make is like a full-on intellectual case study of a specific character. I'm gonna keep that under wraps for now, just because I don't want to discuss that publicly yet. But I am also looking at potentially making videos on the various races you can find in the Xenoblade series, because I think there's a lot of interesting cultural stuff there. And I also want to make a video on what was it? Right, the fucked up family tree.
What?
Of what?
Of Rex?
The family tree of the Xenoblade series.
Okay. I mean, Rex is where that gets very crazy, I think.
Exactly. Because Rex is a connecting point between 3 different crazy family trees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Classic Rex.
Rex kind of went a
Classic
little
Rex.
crazy.
Oh, I forgot to roll my rarity. What is
Rex is the only character to Eat the no drip allegation.
What is Blacksmith Lion's rarity? Is he? I got a 4, so he's just a rare blade.
That's awesome.
You want to do one too, Winter?
I already did. I'm the toilet bit ball.
Well, you didn't roll.
Yeah, I'm sticking with toilet.
You have to roll for it.
I have to stick with toilet bit ball.
Well, you can have multiple.
No, only toilet bit ball. I'm sorry, I'm stuck on this.
I
love toilet bit ball.
What is the Mithra to your Pyra Bitball toilet?
Nia Xenoblade.
You see, I don't see the connection between those two things.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of rude, actually, what I just said.
Okay, guys. All right. I have a terrible topic to bring up, but
yeah,
asking the connection between Nia's and the toilet bitball brought it up.
Okay.
Do you think blades have to go to the bathroom?
No. No, I don't.
I mean, it's like,
maybe? I don't know.
on one hand, they don't need to eat or drink, but on the other hand, they can.
This is a discussion that I don't need to have.
I have a lot of thoughts on blade physiology. I am down to have this discussion if you are.
I'm not down.
What's it? Is it
All right, fine.
Blade
Cowards.
eaters? Which one's the?
I'm eating.
Flesh eaters are blades that evolve, and then
they're blades that consume
flesh
human
eaters
flesh
are
or
blades
blood.
that have human cells within them, and blade eaters are humans that have core crystals put inside of them.
Right. Okay.
That's a
So
fun way to put it.
maybe flesh eaters have to, because they got human stuff in them.
Well, flesh eaters still don't need to rely on it, right? Like blade eaters do, because they still have the organic body. It's
Real
like
quick,
the core crystals replacing a specific organ.
Aidan has offered some input. As someone who does not play this game, I do not think swords and knives need to piss and shit. So.
Okay, but what about Wolfric? What about that beast man you see in the bottom left of the screen? Do you think he needs to take a monstrous shit?
No. He's just a silly little guy. I hate this discussion.
Okay, we can switch topics.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. What can we talk about? I guess on the topic of Wolfric, as far as rare blades go, do you guys have any favorites?
Nia. I mean, she's legendary, I guess. But,
well, yeah, she's a legendary. She doesn't count.
Let me actually think about it. I like Crossette.
That's a very good choice.
I haven't played this game in long enough to remember any of the blades in like enough detail to know if I like them.
I mean, I can just give you the list of blades as well if you want to just take a look and see if there's any that you remember catching your fancy.
About Wolfric, Aidan said, I don't think he needs to shit, but I'm not opposed.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
The chat? Yeah, it's a chat.
I'm gonna keep coming back to this.
Yeah, I do forget blades sometimes, and I feel bad for it, but I think my favorite in terms of rare blades are probably Dromark and Perun. I also have a soft
Would
spot for
Dromark not be legendary?
No, Dromark is a story blade, but more because Dromark is an introduction to getting core crystals from enemies. So he counts as a rare blade.
Oh, oops, I let the Merc group in here. I'm dying.
Mm.
Does he count
So
as a rare
which are the
blade?
legendary blades then?
The legendary blades are like story blades.
Dromark is a story.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Did I say Dromark? I meant
Yeah.
I meant Wolfric.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know how I confused
That was
Sorry. I meant Wolfric, Perun, and Ursula. Those are my three favorites. Probably in that order, I'd say. But
Ursula-
though maybe with Ursula taking precedence over Perun.
I think I like Ursula more than Crossette. I forgot about her. I just forgot because her quest is so fucking annoying and I didn't want to think about it.
Yeah, Ursula is very special to me just because back when I was originally playing the game, fun fact, I didn't actually awake blades until chapter 7.
What?
So,
But doesn't this game only have like 9-10 chapters?
10 chapters, yeah. But well, here's the thing, right? I played this game back in 2018, so like fucking 6 years ago. And I have a tendency to, if I don't understand a game mechanic, I just don't use it.
Yeah, you just don't interact with it.
And
with Xenoblade 2,
forgot-
there's no solid information in-game about any of its mechanics, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was. For
that is
context,
true.
I played like everything from midway through chapter 2 to the end of the game in a single week on a cruise ship. So, literally all I had was the in-game tutorials.
That's awesome.
So I completely forgot about Awakening Blades until I literally needed to do it in the Cliffs of Moritha in order to progress. And I don't know if Ursula was one of the Blades I awakened then, but I know that like I didn't actually use her until like chapter 10. And because she has that one art which gives HP potions, she really did a lot for me in the final battle of the game. So I owe a lot to Ursula.
I mean, that track, she can also do the funny kill on a Malthus.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Yeah, I think this is a good example of why tutorials are kind of important sometimes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Maybe telling players how to play the game is important for them being able to play the game.
Xenoblade 2, its tutorials are bad, obviously, but even though Torna's are a lot better, I will never forgive Torna for lying and saying side quests are not required. They just
that wasn't a problem for me because I just did them anyways.
Yeah, when I was first playing every Xenoblade game, that was in my era where I did not play side quests almost at all, and the game literally told me these are not required. It was just copy and pasted from base game.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
I was like doing all the side quests, but then like I think I still had to go do a bunch of more side quests when it got like locked. Is that like normal? Or do they just hide a bunch of side quests from you until you need to do them?
I mean,
No.
yeah, there is some, like, as someone who did all the side quests in Torna as I went through it, there were some side quests that just don't unlock until certain things happen in the story. So, yeah.
Yeah,
But that wasn't really a problem for me, because with Xenoblade 1, yes, I was also in that state, or when I played Xenoblade 2, like the main game, I was also in that state of, I don't care about side quests, I just want to do the main story. But by the time Torna came out, I had already changed my mindset to being very exploration focused.
yeah.
So I was just doing the side quests anyways. So I didn't really mind.
I
The
will
only
say,
side quest that I have yet to beat on Torna in my original profile for the game is the one where you have to defeat all the unique monsters in order to get that last person.
Yeah.
And that is the only person in my Torna community on the base games I haven't done.
My gripe with side quests in Xenoblade is just like, so I started with Xenoblade 1 on the 3DS. That was my first time playing. And, welcome back, Wolfric. Xenoblade 1 on 3DS is a bad version of Xenoblade 1. But not only that, Xenoblade 1 side quests are really bad. Like, really bad. And I would never play them in a million years. The only good one is the one with Banna, which you have to play a ton of other side quests to get to. So, basically, when I got to Xenoblade 2, I figured, oh, these are going to be the same. And when I was playing Xenoblade 2, I also was not fully invested right away. It took me, like, on my second playthrough, I think, is when I actually, like, fully paid attention to the story and everything in Xenoblade 2. So,
that's unfortunately something I've heard a lot.
yeah, well, I adore it now, but first playthrough, did not play any of the side quests, was not fully invested in the story because I just was not really thinking that much about it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's just where things were for it for a while. Just Xenoblade 1's cutscenes being so bad genuinely turned me off from I meant side quests. turn me off from like playing them in the other Xenoblade games. Even though I've heard Xenoblade 3 side quests are really fucking good, and
they are. As someone who's nearly 100%ed Xenoblade 3, I think that Xenoblade 3 has the perfect balance between how 1 and 2 did side quests.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. I like all the hero quests. They're
the hero quests are great.
I don't know. I'm just like, I feel like I'm in a weird place with side quests now in Xenoblade because like I can play side quests now, but as I've been doing my test playthrough of Xenoblade 2, man, some of these are aggressively boring still.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Like, it's still like side quests going out and killing enemies or getting items most of the time. So there's only so much you can do with the side quests, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, they just put more of a narrative behind it in 2, though.
Yeah, I really like the narratives that they provide. A lot of the little character stuff is really good.
Yeah. The
Like,
DLC quests have also all been really good so far, other than the Tiger one.
Yeah, fucking Tiger. I am actually planning on... I'm playing through Xenosaga Episode 1 still right now, but when I'm done with the Xenosaga trilogy, I'm going to be going through and doing full New Game Plus playthroughs of Xenoblade 1 and 2. And one thing I'm going to be doing is noting down basically everything I can about every bit of character and narrative I could find. So hopefully I can make like full-on NPC
15-hour video
trackers
essay
or something.
incoming.
Yeah, that sounds like you're planning out a
Yeah,
Let's
no,
Play.
there's a lot of Xenoblade video essays coming down the pipeline if things go my way.
That's awesome.
I started a Xenoblade 1 replay at some point, but I stopped at some point. Not like because I actively chose to, I just kind of stopped playing it.
That happens sometimes, yeah.
Pretty far. I was in like it was past when Fiora rejoins. Yeah.
So, past Sword Valley, then.
Yeah.
So you were late in the game.
I will say, when we were listing favorite blades, I forgot to mention Adenine.
Yep, she's cute. I like
Adenine
her.
is great. I've also been playing, I have a save file where I've been playing with my friend who shares my first name, actually, and we have scarily similar last names. It's really funny.
That's awesome.
But we have I've been taking him through Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I actually made the decision to start him with Torna as a fun experiment.
Oh.
And so we played Torna first, and now we're playing through the main game. I think we're on chapter 5.
Oh, you're just ahead of me in this test playthrough.
Yeah, and like I think we've made it to the Titan. No, we haven't made it to the Titan weapon yet, but we're close.
Okay.
And we have Adenine on Nia, and she has been a fucking godsend with getting blade combos.
Yeah. Adenine rules, dude. She's good.
Adenine is incredibly good. It's such a shame that the blades aren't like equally good. I wish it was just everyone being good in general.
I wish On the Sun's Trail would disappear from this menu because I already did this the other way.
Well, do it again.
I mean, you can still do it, right?
Yeah, but I don't think you actually get anything other than information that I already have. I mean, you get gold.
I mean,
and
you get
but
gold, you get EXP, you get Merc points. You may as well do it just to clear it.
I guess. Okay.
I mean, we're about to get another. We're about to get Dagus back. So
Yeah.
It's Merc time.
True. Alright. I'm getting some good contracts here. Shout out to Sakumi. Shout out to Hakusui.
True.
do you remember? Do you remember that one side quest in Torna where it's the girl and her common female blade in Gormott?
Yeah, the Way Tree one.
Nope.
And Light as Oasis.
Yeah. The one with the way tree. I really wonder if it's possible to get that specific common blade in the present?
I would not know. Probably not. I feel like they probably, like, when they were making Torna, went and made sure to give her, like, a name that would not be repeated on, like, base game blades.
It'd be cool if there was, though. Like, I just feel like it'd be really interesting to just kind of take a look at that and see if it is possible to get that same blade in the party. Because so that would be, like, the one example of a common blade that has narrative relevance.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it is possible, but, like, there's so many names for blades in this game that it would be impossible to ever know for real.
Well, we do have, like, data divers, so we could probably find out.
Yeah, I don't know. I would not be confident about it.
Oh, you have Dahlia.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh, I guess we're sending these three alone. I can stop being stubborn and use the search. Focus. Focus! Oh, oops, I de-equipped something.
Focus and Keen Eye are pretty rare skills, though, so that might be the problem.
They are, weirdly, which sucks because they're, like, the most common field checks.
Yeah! Like, if I can... I still have the list open. I can just go and check, like, who actually has them. Where is it? Focus is Pyra and Mithra. Theory. Wolfric. So that's 4 story or side quest blades. Helma from the DLC. Patroka from, like, New Game Plus blade. Okay, holy shit. The only gacha blade that has focus is Electra.
Oh, I have her. But she hasn't unlocked it yet.
Yeah.
Great! This is wonderful.
That's wild! Oh my god!
That's awesome.
And then Keen Eye is okay. We have more here. So Poppy Cutie Pie, Brigid, Elma, Shulk, Akos, Hayes. They're all unavailable. But we do have Agate, Gorg, and Adenine.
Her name's pronounced Agate,
So 3.
actually. Heaven's Trackers. They're going to Heaven's track down Phalalas, son.
That's probably a Xenosaga reference I don't get yet.
Yeah, probably. I haven't played any of the Xenosaga games, and I don't intend to.
Yeah.
I intend to stop.
I will say, like,
Xenoblade.
I have so many things that I need to.
As someone
play.
who's been playing through Xenosaga Episode 1, I think it's a fine game, but it is very clear that they did not get the music team.
Yeah.
Like 90% of that game, when you're in the overworld, it's just ambient noise, and it sucks so much.
Yeah, that sounds.
Is Xenosaga or Xenogears the one that just like has half of the game in just like a text cutscene?
That's Xenogears, yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck?
They got budgeted.
I've never heard that.
Okay, so basically with Xenogears, the second half of the game is super truncated because they did not have the budget and or time that they needed to actually finish the game. So what ends up happening is that a bunch of major story developments happen in the form of text crawls and like dungeons and one-off battles.
This is the state of the modern games industry 20 years ago.
Yeah, I mean it's like you guys don't mind Xenogears spoilers, right?
I don't care. I don't know about
I
talking.
don't know. I mean, I'd want to finish Xenoblade X before finishing before playing Xenogears, but that's not happening anytime soon. So,
at one point there's basically a biblical plague that gets unleashed as a result of a history of gene modding.
Okay.
And its effects are covered within a cutscene.
Okay.
Like
This
it's
guy's sitting
not
on a
even like
chair.
an animated cutscene, a text crawl. And then we're just left in this world where we have to deal with the survivors.
I was not expecting the god taking revenge for eugenics plot point, but that tracks. That's Xenoblade-esque.
Oh no, the eugenics caused the plague.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
No, as in, like, the eugenics are literally why the plague happened, so...
Ah, I see. That will happen in real life. By the way.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So stop with the eugenics, basically.
Yeah. Speaking of eugenics...
What a fucking segue.
Never a good start to a sentence. Never a good start.
It's not actually related to eugenics. I just wanted to make the funny transition.
Okay.
I have a lot of thoughts on blades compared to the other races of Alrest in terms of physical structure and like is compatibility the word? Just like the way they biologically function compared to humans.
I guess that word works. Oh, also I need to take my estrogen. Thanks for reminding me, phone. Alarm didn't go off.
Estrogen time.
Yeah, I think it's like
Chug.
Because like
it's uphill.
I do have a friend who's like super into the niche parts of Xenolore, and apparently the blades are made out of like nano machines or whatever. But I honestly,
son.
That part doesn't really matter to me. As far as I'm concerned, the blades are made of ether, and that works for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know that blades have crazy regeneration. Like, if you fucking bisected a blade and their core crystal's intact, they would just be able to reform their lower half.
Yeah, but we also know that blades are, like, human technology. Klaus created them. Like...
Well, yeah, that's not really changing my point, to be fair.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm talking about like the structure of blades.
Human technology. If the human was also a god.
Yeah, I mean he does get referred to as the architect. It is technically Xeno Antichrist.
Yeah, but he's also God. So.
Yeah, he's both.
Yeah. Although I guess that doesn't really matter if like, if the fucking Aegises are also blades, because the Aegises were made before the whole god thing happened, right?
Well,
like
it's more so like, okay, so the Aegises were the Trinity processor, right? And the Trinity processor has the kind of crystal structure that is similar enough to core crystals.
Yeah.
Aegises aren't really blades.
They just contain all the data that goes into the blades, basically.
Yeah, like they have all of the data from the blades, so upon being physically interacted with, they were able to like reasonably create a facsimile of a blade, which is what Malos and Mithra are.
And
they're fake. They're fake blades.
They're both fake blades and really cracked blades.
Elvis also.
Like
you're saying both like Elvis doesn't exist, and I don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Elvis technically isn't a blade. It's complicated.
He is a blade.
I mean, he's got the Monado, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's like the Monado isn't a blade weapon. I would classify it as a blade weapon if we're talking in function, it's a blade weapon. But in theory, it's more like a data key.
Well, yeah, that's why Mithra and Malos also have Monados. Like, Mithra may call it the Aegis sword, but it's still a Monado.
Yeah, it is a Monado technically, but like, if you're looking at like the literal definition of like how they work, it is different because you can't use the Aegis. I take it back. The third sword exists. Never mind.
Yeah. I was
about to say you can't use the Aegis sword to recode the universe, and then I remembered Numa literally does that.
Yeah, that's literally a whistle thing.
Oh.
Yeah, Malos just got the short end of the stick because Amalthus is a bitch.
True.
Yeah. Lol.
Shout out to
but
Amalthus
it's like
for being a bitch.
They're effectively blades, but because they're not blades, they can kind of just ignore all the rules if they want to.
Aidan just said in chat, I'm scared of this series.
Like...
Me too.
It's like the Aegises are basically flesh eaters without needing to be flesh eaters, and that only scratches the surface of how they differ. Because like, first of all, they don't need to have any connection to drivers. They can choose their drivers like Flesh Eaters can. And also they can kind of just the rules that define Blade. Like, we know for a fact, like, if a blade's core is sufficiently damaged, you're dead. We saw that in practice with Delanoran. I was just Van Lenoren. That's the French in me speaking. We saw that in practice with Van Lenoren. But
we also see it with Malos. Malos
yeah, I don't know who it is.
Yes, but no, because like, remember that Malos survived 500 years with like 40% of his core crystal, which was very much damaged in an unnatural way.
Yeah, well, I mean, he seemed pretty dead to me at the end of Xenoblade 2. Didn't he get turned into like the sword of the end, or is like part of it at least?
That's complicated, and apparently
Numa.
Spoilers for Xenoblade 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no. Numa was Numa was in
the
fist of
sort
the end, right?
No. Okay. All right.
That's in the fist.
This is talking Xenoblade 3 spoilers from the art book, but it's very complicated.
Huh?
So there's
this is new to me.
Lucky 7 and the Sword of the End, which are simultaneously the same sword and also different people. Because apparently so Lucky 7 and the Sword of the End, right?
Yeah.
They are the same sword, but also not, because apparently the Sword of the End is Malos and Lucky 7 is Fiora.
Huh?
What?
Did you not know? Okay, this is stuff from the art book, right? So, one of the reveals in the art book is that apparently you can manifest in Ionios as, like, quote-unquote, the way that you would change the world. And for Fiora, that means she's Lucky 7, I guess.
And for most of them, they just couldn't change the world, so they become normal-ass soldiers.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, from what I can tell, what actually happened was the queens collected, like, the DNA, essentially, or, like, the quote-unquote souls, and recorded them in the giant core crystals we see at the end of the, like, before the Zed fight.
Yeah.
And what happened was that Zed took the data contained within those giant core crystals and used them to create the soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understood that much. I still don't understand why Rex and Shulk are alive and live for so long up until the point of future connected.
So, like, that's the thing. Okay, I can explain that. So, we assumed that they had just been there the whole time, right? Apparently
like
not. Apparently they just came in late.
Oh, good for them.
Makes sense.
Yeah, like, it's...
Did Z, do you think Z, like, summoned them to try to deal with
No,
Alpha?
they came on their own, and they were fighting Zed. It ended up being that Zed needed to call a truce and team up with them, because while Zed had control, it was that Alpha gained power and fucking said, hey, no, fuck all this, I'm destroying Ionios.
Yeah.
Bigger fish to fry.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot, and Ionios is weird as hell. But the idea that people can get reincarnated in Ionios as objects opens a lot of doors, and I don't like thinking about them.
All of the Kevez, trying to think of Feronises, they're all the face mech on. They all just got reborn as Feronises.
Like, that's what I'm talking about, right? Like, and apparently the reason that Malos is able to be considered for that is spoilers for Xenoblade 4, or like whatever a future project. Like, okay, so in the interview, Takahashi straight up said, what's up with Malos being in Xenoblade 3? Oh, I can't talk about that yet.
That sounds like a Takahashi excuse to just not explain himself.
I mean, yeah, it probably is, but like, that does indicate that potentially the reason Malos is alive is related to a future project, and I'm like, what the hell? I thought we were done with the Klaus saga!
Yeah, I was about to say, is the future of Deep supposed to be the end of that? Like, why would they
do
bring
say,
Malos
like,
back?
yeah, it's the end, but Like, why is Malos still in the picture? I don't get it. He's dead.
Well,
we saw him dissolve into light.
To change
And then get
topics
blown up.
slightly, can we just fucking appreciate the credit song from Future Redeemed?
Oh, hell yeah.
Big. From
It's so
from
good.
what I was told by Mew, the singer for that was actually brought back all the way from Xenogears.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think she's-
someone who's been working with the
I
series
think
for a
she's
very
an
long time.
Irish singer from a Christian band, I think. But
That's really silly.
Her voice is
I mean,
fucking
considering the
incredible.
religious on the religious everything in Xenoblade.
I guess,
I'm
like,
not surprised.
just to bring up one final thing about the whole Ionio stuff, there is one really wholesome thought that I've been kind of hanging on to. Robin, you remember the Cloud Keep, right?
Yes, I remember the Cloud Keep.
It's a
Nia
very
is. I
popular
remember-
headcanon.
If it's about Nia, I remember it. Trust me.
Yeah, it's a very popular headcanon that the Cloud Keep itself is Dromark, and I really love that idea.
That is a good idea. I like that because his head is all over the thing.
Yeah.
Reincarnates as a fucking building.
Look,
I mean,
that's how
like,
I want to
okay.
go. When I die, I want to come back as a building.
I got isekai'd to a time loop and became a building.
That's a great manga. I've read that one.
It's just like 80 pages of just like a building sitting there.
You get to
Nothing
see it,
happens.
no, you get to see it over the years until eventually it's like decrepit and like
That time I became a studio apartment.
that's the title of my next video. Next Robin VA video.
Yeah, like
Oh,
I
man.
guess sort of looping back to the whole blade biology thing. I think one really interesting thing is that kind of indirectly, Xenoblade 3 does confirm that it is possible for blades and humans to have children.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna be real. I mean, I like it because Mio is a great character who I relate to maybe more than Nia, but I don't know. Something about it freaks me out.
For what reason?
I don't know. It just does not. I don't know.
You hate children?
Yeah, I mean, I do hate children.
Personally,
That's true,
Me personally, I'm a huge fan of the idea because not only does it further the whole narrative of sort of blade liberation and equality by making it so that the blades can have children with whoever they want, like the other races clearly can.
well, now that you've made it about equality, I'm on board all of a sudden. So
Yeah, no, like, I mean, here's the thing, right? Core humans, which is what I've been calling them, they're a way for a blade to not only have a physical, tangible impact on the world, but also bring someone into the world who is free from the same cycle of their existence.
that is correct. Yeah.
Mio is never going to have to go through what Nia might have in past lives.
I don't know. She still has the Flesh Eater core crystal. Like, I don't think it can be
Yeah,
said
but
that. I don't think it can be said that the end of Xenoblade 2 in that world is going to instantly destigmatize Flesh Eaters. Like,
It won't. It won't entirely, but like, okay. Counterpoint. Nia is a flesh eater very publicly now. She's also a literal queen,
That's true. She does
and
become
I
queen,
don't.
yeah.
I don't think
Right.
that's like. We know from the flashbacks that yes, she is in fact a queen in Allrest or New Elysium or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. It's
So,
all rest, by
like,
the way. Nia refers to it
if
as
they're
all rest
good-
several times in post game.
Oh, do they still call Allrest as the old world?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think at least
Uh,
Rex. Rex does.
yeah, it
Future
might-
redeemed at least either way.
Yeah, I do know that Rex referenced the Cloud Sea itself, so maybe that's what
The
he was talking
library
about.
was
but-
right to take this game away from me, says Aidan.
True.
Come
Yeah.
on, Xenolore is fun, but like, I also really do like the idea of core humans being just born with a core crystal and allowed to exist like that. Like it's fun.
Yeah. I like Mio. I also like
do like
Louis.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Can we also talk about how Takahashi, Takahashi, blessed as he is, made a canon daughter of a lesbian couple?
Yeah. Good for him.
Hell yeah.
We all know what Senna is, and hell yeah.
Yeah, that rules. By the way. On the topic of Mia.
For some reason, I'm just thinking about like Rex. Rex comes out on screen and explains what a non-binary person
Yes.
Yeah, that's canon.
is. Yeah, I know,
Yes.
it's great.
On the topic of Mio, because I've never had a chance to really talk about this anywhere, because like I'm known for the fucking Nia video that I made like a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
I
You're
genuinely,
known for the other girl.
at this point, I find Mio like so much more relatable. I think maybe just because of the point I'm at in life, but it's like, fuck man, Mio, the plot behind Mio and like knowing her time is limited and just trying to make the most of like the small amount of time she has left, that shit fucked me up. Man, that shit resonated.
Yeah, that probably
Ozark
fucked
is
me up
really good.
if I played it again now.
Do you want to know something really funny, Robin?
What?
I have another friend who is also a trans girl and has a very strong emotional attachment to specifically Mio.
Well, you know, it happens. The flesh eater core crystal isn't just the trans flag colors for no reason. They were meaning something with that one.
It's a
It's not
magnet.
true. I wish that the
It's a
core
magnet.
crystals I got with the Jin mask had a flesh eater one. That'd be fun.
Yeah, well, there's a reason Jin's is red also. They're saying he's not
yeah,
trans.
I mean-
Yeah. He's not the trans allegory you're looking for. Minoff is apparently. So,
No,
which, you know what?
No, he's
In future...
he's just gay.
No. In Torna, Minoff absolutely has trans man swag. So, like...
Oh, unquestionably so.
Yeah, so, you know... They are saying something with the colors on those core crystals.
Oh, for sure. I don't think I've ever talked about this before, but I actually bought like a real life version of Jin's mask.
That's so cool.
I think it's 3D printed, but it's really cool. The seller was super kind too.
That's awesome.
Now you just have to perform all of Jin's moves in real life too. Let us know when
God.
you've mastered the stabbing people in the chest, the core
I
crystal.
don't want to eat my friend's heart.
Yeah, make sure you do that too.
I mean, you gotta do it. How are you gonna
Uh,
cosplay Jin if you don't eat your friend's heart?
Sure. Eat your heart out.
I mean, honestly, if there was any Xenoblade character I would cosplay, I'd probably just try and go for Rex.
he's cool. I like Rex.
I think like Rex as a character has a lot of emotional attachment to me, very similar to Robin's attachment to Nia, I guess.
That's awesome. I love Rex. Don't get me wrong. Rex is a fucking phenomenal character too.
Yeah.
Did not.
I'm so
resonate
glad
with Nia
that-
did.
I it's on one hand it's kind of sad that it took until Future Redeemed for people to start actually appreciating Rex. On the other hand, I'm so glad they do. Like
I've been there from the beginning, man. Rex is a great character, and he always has been.
absolutely, Rex. It took me a while to realize it though. Like I think just because I internalized so much of the Rex hate online, but when I properly went back through and like delved back into Xenoblade 2 with my friend, I was like, no, yeah, I adore Rex. He is my favorite character in the franchise, and
You know what?
is
You know what?
probably one of my top 4 favorite characters of all time.
I'm gonna say it.
I
I'm gonna say it.
think they turn him into a Beyblade in Future Redeemed.
The dripless allegations against Rex were always unfounded. His outfit is not that bad in Xenoblade 2.
Yes! Oh my god, thank god someone agrees with me.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fine.
it's functional. Every single piece of his outfit has a purpose.
It's a little Kingdom Heartsy,
Yes,
but
because
like,
when I'm thinking of someone with drift, I think functional.
yeah, I
Yeah,
am.
it passable.
I appreciate an outfit with function.
Exactly. I am very much function over 4 myself.
Don't get me wrong.
I think
Rex looks a lot better in Future Redeemed, but he's not that
Yeah,
bad in
Future Redeemed,
Xenoblade
for
2.
sure.
He also looks better in Chapter 7 onwards, but
Saito got a lot better after Xenoblade 2, I think.
yeah.
And I love his Xenoblade 2 designs. Like, we're here defending Rex's design, but there is a lot that he definitely improved on going forward.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I just like Xenoblade. Aidan has DM'd me at this point.
Same.
Oh.
I think, I guess kind of looping back to what I was talking about, is it okay if I talk a little bit about how I think core humans exist?
Sure.
Okay, because I think the main thing is core humans definitely don't exist, or at least not publicly, prior to the ending of Xenoblade 2, right? Like,
Okay.
if core humans existed in all rest, we would have seen them. They would have been plot relevant somehow.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that they didn't means that the mechanisms for them to exist are very much a result of social change.
Yeah, like flesh eaters and the Aegises, basically.
Yeah, and I feel like functionally, like, the blades are made of ether, and the humans are made of flesh and blood. So I don't think, like, the blades would be able to record genetic material from the humans, but I don't think they would have the capacity to, like, make a child. But that's where I think blade eaters and flesh eaters come in.
Okay.
Because I guess my argument is that I think flesh eaters and blade eaters having each other's material, that allows them to synthesize the necessary parts for a child.
I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. All I know is I have never laughed harder than seeing the picture of Giga Chad Rex for the first time.
So true.
I missed it on my first playthrough. I had to take a video because I thought I saw it out of the corner of my eye. But holy
I got it
fuck,
spoiled for me, and I'm so upset.
I would not
Because-
look at like anything. I would like block words whenever a Xenoblade game comes out.
No. See, that's the thing too, right? Like, I kept my eyes away from literally everything Xenoblade related while I was getting through Xenoblade 3. I was in a voice call with a Sonic server, and someone bitched about it to me.
Oh, great.
It's not even a fan of the game, it's just
no.
someone who heard about it online and follows controversy.
Can't trust anyone.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm so upset that I learned about it that way, because if I had learned about it in game, I cannot imagine what my reaction would have been, because now that I've like properly reflected on it and had time to think about its implications and how it integrates with the greater world, it's like Rex having his polycule is incredibly important to me. I think it is one of the best decisions made in respect to the Xenoblade 2 cast of the series.
I will say it is a great decision, but I do understand why a lot of people are uncomfortable with it, just because in the localization, Pyra calls Mithra her sister so often. Like,
no, yeah, I get
they're meant
that.
to be like an allegory
the
for
way
dissociative identity disorder, and they just did not get that across super well in the localization's like dialogue.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it is fine. I think it is also fine to consider they both exist in the polycule but aren't like kissing each other. I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just like, I don't know. I think, like, I can't confirm,
Like,
obviously. I haven't, like, looked at the
I guess
Japanese not believe they were ever meant to be, like, sisters at all. Like, it's a very clear allegory for dissociative identity disorder and one of the very few, like, positive representations of it in media.
For sure. Like, obligatory, like, I have been much with anyone with a disability, so I may just be talking down my ass here, but would the actual
one sec.
relationship between...
We got disconnected.
Stream problems?
Okay, we're back. Never mind. Okay, we're fine. We got disconnected for a second there.
Okay. Okay. I saw things loading on my laptop, and I might just be my internet. But like, is it really that wrong to treat alters as equivalent to family?
No, it's not. I'm in a server that's run by Flora, and there's a lot of people that go like deal with this on a daily basis. It's not at all. They are family in a lot of cases, and I mean, I can't say every case, but like they are different people. They're
Okay, yeah.
As far as I know, like there are almost certainly cases of like Also, they aren't called alters, but I'm trying to think of the actual word. I'm trying to learn, because I'm an old person. I'm doing my best to keep up.
Are they not called alters? Okay.
No, that's like the... Because that's like still going under the assumption that it's like an alternate personality, when no, it's a different person.
Yeah, I don't... I didn't think about it in like an etymology sense. That's my bad.
Yeah, I don't know. But, like, I'm sure there are
For some reason I thought you were
cases
talking about
of,
Entomology, like the whatever the bug one is.
of like different facets being in relationships and shit too. Like, I don't think that's that weird. I think it's just a matter of like Nintendo of America, or Europe actually, when localizing this game, when it came to Pyra and Mithra, they were a little bit of cowards. Like they did a great job getting it across still, because obviously I understand what they were going for, but I don't know, they could have done a little bit better, I think.
Yeah, I do agree with that, unfortunately. Like, but at the same time, we did at the very least get the core of it. Oh,
Yeah.
Telos is back.
Oh, Telos, hello. Hi, Telos.
Heyo.
We found the sun. Know where Solala is?
You did it.
He's right next to me. You already finished this quest, bitch! What the fuck are you doing? Why are you making me pay you again?
I love robbing people blind.
That's awesome. We have 20 minutes left of this segment, so let's see if we have any 20-minute Merc missions. Tome of Morth, Volume 2.
I think we have a 2-hour one there. That's close enough, right?
Yeah, close enough. 30, 40, 50, 120, 2 hours.
Well,
Wolf tricks.
Ooh. But yeah, I also think it's like, insofar as the polycule goes, it's very important to me that it is identified as a polycule and not a harem, because like,
Yes.
I don't think Xenoblade is the type of series to indulge in those tropes, even if Xenoblade 2 is quote unquote the anime one.
It is.
Because yeah, like, on one end, like, I think it is very important to have that agency with all parties and not just have it be, oh, Rex gets all the women because you guys didn't love him enough, etc., etc. And like, we all saw that look that Nia gave Mithra in Chapter 6.
Yeah. There's not a straight bone in his body, by the way.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, she does like Rex,
Yeah,
so...
well, that's a bisexual bone, so it's not...
Yeah, that's a bisexual thing. Yeah, true.
There's a difference between a straight bone and a bisexual bone.
Go with Prune.
What?
Make Prune the squad leader for me.
Ardent Lancers.
Yeah.
It's me, Lancer, from
Damn it.
Deltarune! You shouldn't have said my name!
Oh no.
No!
My favorite rare blade, Lancer.
Yeah, he would be a good one. He's a bitball.
Are we
Lunch
just
of
throwing
love.
Lancer at the enemy?
Yeah, throw him at it. He's the bit.
Susie, but instead of having
no,
a Mega Lance, she just has a Bitball, and Lancer is the Bitball.
No, Lancer is the blade and the bitball is K-Round.
Real.
That's awesome.
K-Round's a
like-
big...
K-Round's
I guess if I was to define the polycule any which way, it's like Rex loves Pyra, Mithra, and Nia. Nia loves Rex, Pyra, and Mithra.
Yeah.
Pyra loves Rex and Nia, and then Mithra loves Rex and Nia, but they don't love each other that way. They're sisters.
I guess.
It
I
is
don't know.
it is almost a square with a cross.
I don't really have room to, like, launch a complaint about this. For a lack of a better way of putting it. I don't personally think it's a problem. I think it is still a little weird, probably, to have, like, sisters in a polycule, like the same polycule.
No,
like,
yeah, that I very much understand.
But at the same time, like, I don't think sisters is at all what they were originally going for in the original text. So
I guess
I don't know. It's a complicated thing that I I don't think we necessarily are in the best position to speak about, really.
For sure.
But
I'll just leave it as saying that the polycule itself is really important to me. Kind of outing myself a little. I guess I am partially poly, I think. So it is very important representation where basically nothing like its kind exists to my knowledge.
Trust me, I think. I mean, I'm aromantic, so I would never be interested in any sort of fucking relationship. But if I was, I don't think I could stick to one person being in a relationship. That just feels so insulated to me.
Yeah.
Not in a cheating is based kind of way, because no, cheating's fucked up.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not.
But
full faithfulness with all your with any partners you have.
We're going with a completely moral polycule that is that's just ideal, I think, personally.
And that's exactly what Rex and his gang have.
Rex and everyone.
I remember
they're actually all a polycule, believe it or not. Every single one of them. Except Zeke and Pandora. They're not included because Zeke is Rex's distant cousin or something, and that's just a little weird.
Well, I mean, we don't technically know Rex's ancestry. I guess it's implied something like that. But...
Rex is definitely related to Adam.
I guess.
I refuse to believe he's not.
I've never personally liked that.
They did not include Mallow saying, "But those eyes," for no reason. That's not a Takahashi thing to do.
I feel okay, I guess kind of counter-argument. I feel like that might be more to do with... Well, okay, Rex has golden eyes, doesn't he?
Yes.
And that's the same as Laura, right?
That's the same as Adam.
Right, okay, never mind. But, I feel like Rex... It's more about Rex being representative of the ideals of Torna, if that makes sense.
He is,
because while Torna is an...
Okay, I just...
While Torna as an organization definitely, exists and does try to do things its own way, it very much has abandoned the ideal of coexistence that the original Kingdom of Torna was built upon, after all the war crimes, but...
True. I just think my issue is just, saying those eyes and then specifically going out of your way to make Adam have golden eyes like Rex. It's not the exact same color, the hex code is obviously different, but it is golden eyes.
But don't most Tornans have golden eyes?
They do, but they specifically designed Adam to have golden eyes, and Malus does bring them up explicitly
because Adam's a Tornan.
In a cutscene. He's a bastard, though. Most Tornans have blue eyes.
Oh, sorry, no.
That's one of the most important cutscenes. Malus is you're a bastard! Is that it? Because he sees Adam's eyes. He sees Adam's eyes in one cutscene, he notices Rex's in another. I refuse to believe that's a coincidence.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm just generally not a fan of, descended from this specific great hero related to your story tropes.
If you think about it, Adam really is not, a great hero. Everyone reveres him as one, but he failed.
He failed, but he did do a lot.
He did do a lot, and it was all for naught. Adam is revered as a hero because, Indel censors everything about Mithra.
I wouldn't say it's all for naught. It destroyed Torna in the process, but he did stop Malos.
No, he didn't.
So
Mithra
the rest,
did. Adam couldn't do anything. He just sat there on his ass while Mithra did all the work.
Okay, in that case, I guess he's the great legendary escort.
Yeah, I want that title so bad. I want to be called that. I want to be the great legendary escort, please.
Hell yeah.
We may have gotten a $10 donation from Anonymous. I don't know when that showed up, so...
Oh? Ooh, okay, let me see. I thought I had live updates turned on. Why is this not live updating? Let me reload the page.
Yeah, I've had to reload a couple times.
Donation from Anonymous, no
message,
no statement.
But $10.
Thank you whoever did.
Yeah, genuinely. It's going to a great cause.
God, we're almost at 600. This is...
nothing or anything.
Last night we were talking about this. I said we might get to 500, and everyone else in the call said, I think that may be a little too optimistic.
I just
we
said
hit
it is
it
optimistic.
so early
I didn't
on
say
today.
too optimistic. Well, we hit
yeah.
500 during Minecraft. It wasn't really early on.
Oh yeah,
but
no, we're
still
going to the fucking moon.
Yeah, luckily I don't think we're hitting 600, so I am safe from making the 100% Let's Play of Xenoblade 2.
We might not hit it
If we
today.
hit 600, will you make a 100%?
What?
Will you make a 100% playthrough of Xenoblade at $600?
At $600, my Let's Play of Xenoblade 2 would be upgraded to a 100% one.
What would it take you to make 100% playthrough of Xenoblade X?
Probably about 100 times what we've made so far. Because
Yeah, I think
Xenoblade
we can
X
get
is multiplayer shut down
$600,000.
anyway, so I couldn't play it officially, so, you know. You know.
Well,
Also, I just don't really want to play Xenoblade X.
Happen eventually. Like,
sorry,
I
what?
mean, the general consensus among the community, as far as I'm concerned, is that there is almost definitely the Xenosaga remakes or remasters coming out.
Probably.
So,
but I don't know. Xenoblade fans say a lot.
yeah,
of
it
things.
seems like that's what they're working on at the moment, aside from any other non-Xeno Nintendo projects.
Xenoblade fans like to say a lot of things, though.
Interesting.
Yeah, but there's like a lot of evidence behind it, right?
I genuinely don't know
Sadness.
because I haven't played Xenosaga, and I don't intend to.
Okay, there's a lot of Xenosaga references in Future Redeemed, and
I know
there's
that,
also
I know the
been
radio.
some,
Yeah.
I believe. There's also been some stuff related to copyrights getting renewed and deals between Bandai Namco and Nintendo.
That's badass, I feel.
Whack.
That's what I've been saying. Alright. It's 10:51. Does anyone have any other topics they want to discuss? Because we can end early and get ready for demo disc, if not.
Would love to, honestly, I want to stay as long as we can. I love this segment. I've been having a great time.
I have to,
But
genuinely.
yeah.
If there is any more discussion topics, please.
Let's see. Well, we were talking about like the connections between Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 3. I think one thing that's very interesting to think about is Nia's a queen.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen?
They elected her.
She's awesome. Next question.
Yeah.
No, but I think I have an actual answer, right?
Okay.
And this is a little fan fiction, but I think it lines up, right? So we have all of the Gormadi who have been victimized by Moradane for at least 500 years at this point because of the need for sheer land.
Yeah.
And we also have now, like, I don't know if you remember much about this, but Nia is also considered Lady Ashell from a dishonored noble family.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of Gormadi tribes which have been colonized by Moradane for reasons that no longer apply now that we have all of New Elysium to work with.
Yeah.
So, not to mention the fact that Nia is a personal friend of the Emperor of Moradane, and also is married to the leader of the Garfont mercenaries, arguably the most successful mercenary branch in all of history.
Look at this segment. It's not arguable. It's 100% true.
Yeah, and then there's also 2 Aegises.
Yeah.
So, in both connections, prerequisites, and just having the strongest people on her side, not to mention her ability to be basically Xenoblade Jesus. I feel like if there's anyone who has the capacity to found a nation, it would be Nia. And
yeah, also,
what I
nepotism
Oh,
is
sorry.
a powerful thing. You have a point.
Yeah, and what I specifically think happened is, I think that the Kingdom of Agnes is a formalized monarchy of Gormott tribes.
Yeah, you really only do see like one side of the Gormati Titan in Xenoblade 2, at least.
Yeah, and we know for a fact there's villages out there that we can't visit,
Yeah.
like the one that the refugees are escaping from at the beginning of chapter 3, I think.
Yeah.
It's like
There's
it's
also-
like the interlude between 2 and 3.
There's also a ton of Gormati refugees in Indul.
Yeah.
Like an abnormal large amount of them compared to the other races, as far as I remember.
What I remember, I called it. I don't remember exactly what I called it in my notes, but it's like a coalition. I think the coalition of Agnes, because it's a union of all the tribes in Gormott, as well as extensions into New Elysium.
Yeah.
And I feel like Agnes is basically New Torna in terms of like philosophy, culture, power, because
Architecture.
like Torna is very much the most Japanese of all the settings that we see in the Xenoblade series, and Agnes very much has that that super Japanese aesthetic in its depiction in Ionios.
Yeah. That's definitely true.
So it
Yeah.
does seem likely to me that like that seems like how Agnes came about. Just Nia managed to leverage her power to make accords and form a new nation in the utopia that is New Elysium.
It all comes back to nepotism.
And also land disputes, because
Uh-oh.
Moradane,
R plus R on the controller.
like, Moradane has land now,
Yeah.
so they don't need to be colonizers. And the council probably hates that, because we know that there's a lot of balding old men in charge of parts of Moradane,
Yeah.
but we also know that the Emperor is the supreme authority. So
Also true.
I feel like, and also, like, not only does Niall literally owe his life to Nia, but Queen Rakura arguably does too.
Yes,
So
yes.
that is the kingdoms of, or that's the nations of Moradane and Uriah backing Nia founding Agnes. And Indul is not exactly in a place to dispute, because they probably would. Unfortunately,
Indul doesn't exist.
unfortunately for
Indul
Indul,
got
they're under.
punched in the face and then drowned. So
Unfortunately for Indul, we call them New Atlantis now.
yeah.
Man.
I do.
You know
think,
what? Speaking of that, sorry, go ahead.
When Chucky Conroy was doing his Let's Play, I fucking adored that he went through and discovered all of the like people from Indul who did die because of what Mikhail did. Like he had a whole video
Yeah.
dedicated to finding all the people who never return after Indul falls. And that's just a really cool thing to do, to spend time on.
Absolutely. At the same time, though, I have to wonder, do you think that it is in fact possible that some people could have survived the fall? Because
Like in
Rex had a similar fall. Like
Yeah.
the main party fell similarly, and they survived in the land of Mortha.
It's definitely possible. I just don't
Welcome
think
to the
any
Ender
like
Draft.
ordinary person would survive down there very often. Because there's not a lot of drivers in Indul. At least not
Yeah.
that we get to see.
I guess like because I've written this out for a roleplay that didn't go anywhere before, right? Like, I think Mikhail reasonably could survive.
Yeah.
There is precedent for his survival, and he is a blade eater.
It does.
So-
It does ruin his sacrifice, but yeah, I mean, he could.
I don't think it does, because
I
like
absolutely
he
do.
fully believed that he was going to die.
and I think he deserved
and-
to. He wanted to. He was ready to move on. Like that's
Well,
at least that's the read
yeah,
I
but-
get from it. Like he doesn't really
I guess,
want to
but
be there
at the same
anymore.
time, I guess that's why I would argue he should survive, because he has to live with what he's done at this point, and
I agree, but I think if someone is at the point where they're over 500 years old and they're ready to move on, they should probably be allowed to.
Yeah, but like,
If it's
I
in
feel
the
like there's a
act
lot
like,
of narrative
saving
potential
lives.
from having Mikhail survive the fall and now living in, or, well, seeing effectively New Torna come about in the world that was dreamed of and having to live with being the only member of the
You know
organization
what isn't going to
Torna
be
left.
alive for 500 years?
No.
This segment, because there's 1 minute left.
That's true.
Oh, I'm having so much fun talking
Yeah,
Xenoblade.
I've enjoyed this, but we do got to go to demo disc, so
Yeah,
you
I
do
just-
have to wrap it up soon.
Yeah. I guess I will just say, like, to kind of bring it about, I feel like it would be really fun to have as, like, a sort of mini story taking place in between the end of Xenoblade 2 and whatever stories you would want to tell in New Elysium, to have Mikhail surviving in the land of Moritha alongside whatever survivors are still down there. And potentially even being found by Nia and Morag when they come to look.
I don't know. I think it works better if he dies. Just from like a story standpoint, it's just kind of anticlimactic if you just go down there and I'm alive. I survived.
I still don't agree, because, like, I feel like I understand where you're coming from, but I feel like there is value to be had in keeping him alive if you use him to do, like, okay, so this has happened, you're still alive, what happens next?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Sylvia's here.
And
Hi, Sylvia.
at least on my end, I think having to coexist with the survivors of Indal would be very interesting to explore.
I don't know. I personally disagree, but I'm fine with this being something that we just don't agree on.
Yeah.
Alright, we are
Yeah.
going to wrap up
I
this
don't know what
segment
to
now.
talk about.
We are going to be
Yeah.
taking probably 5 to 10 minutes, and we will be back shortly with Demo Disc Variety Hour for the night. That will be the final segment of the night, and
Yeah.
I hope to see you there. Stick around. Bye.
Oh, yeah.
For Wave Racer